Next, let us discuss AMT, alternate minimum tax. What many people are doing, they are claiming extra benefits. They are claiming deduction under section 35 AD. They are claiming deduction under section 10 AA. Thereby, in accounts, they are getting huge profits, but under income tax, they are avoiding payment of taxes. So, even though they are getting more profits, they are not paying taxes in a strategical way. In order to make those persons also pay tax, alternate minimum tax provisions are introduced. Alternate minimum tax provisions are applicable to all categories of persons except companies, because in case of company, MAT is applicable, minimum alternative tax. But other than for company, for remaining all categories of persons, AMT provisions are applicable. Immediate doubt is, sir, what if AMT is applicable? If AMT is applicable, then tax as per AMT provisions or tax as per normal provisions, tax as per normal provisions, whichever is higher are applicable. Are you able to understand? Tax as per AMT provisions or tax as per normal provisions, whichever is higher, that higher tax is required to be paid to the government. I will take examples. In previous year 22-23, like as per normal provisions, tax is 15 lakhs. As per AMT, alternate minimum tax is 18 lakhs. Whichever is higher means I need to pay 18 lakhs. I need to pay payable tax is 18 lakhs. Immediately SSC will feel bad. Sir, I am required to pay only 15 lakhs. You did some matlab and you are asking me to pay 18 lakhs. Why I need to pay extra tax of 3 lakhs? For that, income tax department said, whatever the tax that you have paid over and above normal tax is there, that I will give you as AMT credit. Okay, here how much extra tax is paid over and above 15 lakhs? 3 lakhs. So that 3 lakhs will be considered as AMT credit. This AMT credit can be carried forward to 15 assessment years, can be carried forward to subsequent 15 assessment years. Is it clear? Can be carried forward to subsequent 15 assessment years. In 23-24, scenario is like this. Normal tax is 14 lakhs. AMT is only 12 lakhs. How much is AMT? 12 lakhs. Whichever is higher means how much? 14 lakhs is required to be paid. But when you are paying normal tax, in any previous year, minimum AMT is required to be paid. How much is minimum AMT here? In 23-24, AMT is 12 lakhs. Every year you need to pay at least alternate minimum tax. Either you can pay more than alternate minimum tax, but you should not pay less than alternate minimum tax. So in 23-24 also minimum 12 lakhs is required to be paid. Whatever the extra tax over and above alternate minimum tax is there, how much is there extra tax? So minimum AMT is required to be paid. Minimum AMT is required to be paid. Minimum 12 lakhs is required to be paid. So how much excess is available? 2 lakhs. This excess 2 lakhs I can adjust with AMT credit. Is it clear? So balance AMT credit available is only 1 lakh. Balance AMT credit available is only 1 lakh. So every year you should minimum pay alternate minimum tax. You cannot escape. Either pay alternate minimum tax or pay more than alternate minimum tax. This is the rule. So in 23-24, whichever is higher means you need to pay 14 lakhs. Even though you need to pay 14 lakhs, every year minimum how much you require to pay? 12 lakhs. So difference between actual tax and AMT is only 2 lakhs. So you can skip payment of 2 lakhs and 2 lakhs can be adjusted towards alternate minimum tax credit. That means what? We can simply tell one thing. If actual tax is greater than AMT, if actual tax is greater than AMT. Excess actual tax over and above AMT, excess actual tax over and above AMT can be set off against AMT credit, can be set off against AMT credit if available, can be set off against AMT credit if available. Okay. Second point, if AMT is greater than actual tax, then AMT is payable excess actual tax, excess excess AMT over and above actual tax, over and above actual tax is considered as AMT credit, is considered as AMT credit. And such AMT credit can be carried forwarded to how many years? AMT credit can be carried forwarded to subsequent 15 years. Is it clear? If actual tax is greater than AMT, okay, excess of actual tax over and above AMT, you can set off against AMT credit. If AMT is greater than actual tax, how much ever AMT is greater than actual tax is there, that excess AMT you can claim as AMT credit, not in current previous year, but you can set off in subsequent previous years, and it can be carried forward for 15 assessment years. No confusion, very simple. Every year calculate actual tax, calculate AMT, whichever is higher that needs to be paid. If AMT is higher, you need to mandatorily pay AMT. However, whatever the extra AMT that you have paid over and above normal tax, that is given as AMT credit. If actual tax is more than AMT, in such a case, excess actual tax over and above AMT. Even if actual tax is more than AMT, minimum you will pay AMT. But whatever the excess actual tax over and above AMT is there, that you can set off against AMT credit. Is it clear? Now, in 24-25, let's say scenario is like this. Normal tax is 22 lakhs. Normal tax is 22 lakhs. AMT alternate minimum tax is only 18 lakhs. That means minimum you will pay how much? Minimum you will pay 18 lakhs. 18 lakhs is required to be paid. Excess how much is there? 4 lakhs. From that 4 lakhs you can set off balance AMT credit. Okay. After setting off balance AMT credit, still you will pay 21 lakhs. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? That means AMT credit was exhausted in 24-25. After exhaustion of AMT credit, see, you have difference of only 4 lakhs. Out of 4 lakhs, you can set off only 1 lakh AMT credit. Balance 3 lakh anyhow you need to pay. Is it clear? Now did you understand the concept? So every year minimum AMT is required to be paid. If actual tax is more than AMT, then excess actual tax you can set off against AMT credit to the extent it is available. Okay, after setting off, still if there is balance, again it gets taxed. Are you able to understand? This is the provision. Now, sir, you are saying AMT. How to calculate AMT? Alternate minimum tax is equal to adjusted total income into 18.5% plus applicable surcharge plus HEC at the rate of 4%. Did you understand? Now, Sir, how to calculate adjusted total income? This is next question. 18.5% generally, but in case of cooperative society, we will apply only 15%. Adjusted total income into 15%. Next, how to calculate adjusted total income? You have to take total income. To total income, you need to add back deduction under section 10AA. You need to add back deduction under section 35 AD. You need to add back chapter 6A deductions. There are some chapter 6A deductions, 80 JJAA and certain chapter 6 deductions. Not all. Then you need to reduce depreciation that is allowed if 35 AD is not claimed. After doing these adjustments, whatever the amount that you get, that we call as adjusted total income. Is it clear? So why we are, see, in every problem we are calculating tax liability, but why we are not calculating alternate minimum tax? Because in every problem we do 35 AD deduction was not claimed. In every problem we do 10AA deduction was not claimed. That means what? AMT provisions are applicable only if you claim deduction under section 35 AD, or if you claim deduction under section 10AA, or if you claim certain chapter 6A deductions, then only AMT provisions are applicable. Next, AMT provisions are not applicable if SSE is paying taxes under 115 BAA, 115 BAB. Sorry, they are for company, right? AMT provisions are not applicable if SSE is paying taxes under 115 BAC, 115 BAD, 115 BAE. Is it clear? Next, AMT provisions are not applicable if adjusted total income is less than or equal to 20 lakhs in case of individual HUF, AOP, BOI. Is it clear? AMT provisions are not applicable if adjusted total income is less than or equal to 20 lakhs in case of individual HUF, AOP, BOI. In case of partnership firm, irrespective of adjusted total income, AMT provisions are applicable. So this is the concept relating to alternate minimum tax. Is it clear? Every year AMT or actual tax, whichever is higher, is required to be paid. If AMT is greater than actual tax, excess AMT is given as AMT credit. If actual tax is greater than AMT, then excess actual tax you can set off against AMT credit if it is available. If AMT credit is not available, then actual tax only you will pay. Or if AMT credit is available, to such extent you will set off balance actual tax you will pay to the government along with applicable surcharge and health and education cess. Is it clear?